Welcome back. It's day 2 of the Trump administration. There's a few things I told myself when I started this channel I didn't want to do. One was talk a little bit too much about electoral politics as they are in the United States right now. I think it's going to be a little hard. I also said I wasn't going to use headphones, but I feel like best way to monitor my voice and how loud I am in these videos is really important to me. And so I'm kind of going to buck the trend of the last 10 or so years of not wearing headphones in videos. But, there's some people out there that still do it. And so whatever, if you don't like headphones, get out. So I wanted to talk today about what I think is the most alarming news of recent days with regard to what's happening around us with the new fascist reality. Stuart Rhodes and Enrique Tarrio getting their sentences commuted, and in particular highlighting this alarming notion of deputization amongst the white supremacist groups in the United States. I don't really think people are thinking through this very well yet, but I think it's around the corner. We're on the verge of having legitimately emboldened white supremacist militias in the United States like we've never seen before. I don't want to say that I think that the populations of these groups are going to swell, but it's definitely a possibility. But as you might have seen today in the news, it was reported that Stuart Rhodes had his sentence commuted, and he is now staying at the jail that he was at to wait for the other defendants to come out. And Enrique Tarrio has already been reunited with his family. He's already free as well. If you don't know these guys, Enrique Tarrio was the leader of the Proud Boys, which is a far-right militant movement of young white men. Obviously, they include people who aren't white in their organization because these days white supremacy has expanded to be a little bit more inclusive, if you might say. And Stuart Rhodes was the leader of a group called the Oath Keepers. Typically, they are associated also with other groups like the Three Percenters, and they believe that they need to violently overthrow the United States administrative state so they can install a white supremacist one. And so, yeah, these are the things that I'm kind of thinking about lately, is like we've been so entrenched in our electoral conversation, we kind of forgot to think about what might happen if some of the leaders of these movements got free after Trump took power. So, yeah, I'm concerned because we're literally seeing this one guy wait for the other defendants to come out so that he can probably recruit them. And that's kind of what I think is the most alarming thing about this, is that they're going to come out of this with a recruitment drive. They're going to be saying how they've been persecuted, prosecuted, literally, figuratively, whatever. They might use the words interchangeably or not understand what they mean. But I think the point of that is like, this legal language or, what could happen to them legally, that's kind of all out the door. We're dealing with a crisis now that really is unprecedented, where we really don't think, and I don't think most people think right now, that the justice system can adequately address these problems, nor can the Democratic Party. And so I really just wanted this to be kind of a call to action of sorts, like we are in these online spaces, but we can also find ways to organize with each other, right? So, make sure you're trying to get involved in your local organizations. Try to meet somebody who might be an anti-fascist near you. It's time to buckle in. It's time to really take matters into our own hands, because, we don't want to be the people who are instigating, because obviously the long arm of the law is going to come at us, but we need to be able to defend ourselves, because these people have shown that they're willing to use violence to meet their aims. And that can't be ignored. And so just a thought that I've had, it's like we've gotten 24, 48 hours into this administration, and already 1,500 people have been pardoned. People who were in and around the Oath Keepers maybe looking to Stuart Rhodes now for guidance again, who knows? But it's just something that we need to make sure we keep an eye on in the coming days. I don't think that we are adequately prepared, because as a left, we're pretty disorganized. You know, we've spent the last 8 or so years sort of digging our heels in and saying, okay, fine, whatever. We'll vote for the Democrat. We'll, you know, a lot of that energy got sucked up during the Bernie movement, but then we kind of stayed around because it was our only alternative. And once they kind of killed or put the kibosh on the democratic socialism, the social democracy burgeoning within their party, ever since then, it's been a moot point, you know? So I was almost done making this video, and then I realized one of the most important points here is that today we saw how Elon Musk did the Yahtzee salute, as some people might say in these spaces, twice, twice. And he pretended that it wasn't a thing. But all these white supremacists in the hives online all were like, look, Elon made the motion. He made the arm hand motion with the thing and the Roman salute. And, oh, it's really just a Roman salute. It's not a Yahtzee salute is what they're saying. Anyway, holy shit. Do they think that everyone is stupid? No, we saw it. And so you're talking about that guy who just made that salute with that big of a platform, X, Twitter. Now, Stuart Rhodes is probably going to be able to go onto that platform, or whoever is going to speak for him on that platform, and they're going to recruit more people. And so that's why we need to get organized, because right now they've been given a big break. Even though they organized us before, and they're probably out organizing us right now, they're poised to have a massive gift in terms of organization. So we really got to get out there, folks. Thank you for watching, and comment and share this video if you liked it, and share your perspective, share any resources you have for people. We need to figure this shit out now.